A lot of our emotional healing comes down to one thing. Are you willing to feel the feelings that you don't want to feel? Now, of course, the category that I gave you is the feelings you don't want to feel. So, of course, you don't want to feel them. I get it. But let's say it this way. Are you willing to feel them one last time really intensely? If that meant that you weren't trapped in the cycle of those feelings ever again. Now, it's not always that simple that you feel it once and then it's gone. But I want to urge you to be willing to work with your shadow side, to work with the feelings that you spend your whole life avoiding. And emotional avoidance is one of the main things that will hold you back spiritually and just in terms of happiness in life. Here's what happens: the feelings that you don't want to feel create a, well, you create a whole system in your life to not feel them. Like, let's say if you have a lot of shame, maybe you don't choose jobs where you have to keep meeting strangers. Maybe you choose a job where you're alone in your cubicle and you don't really have to interact with people. Well, that might limit your potential career wise for the rest of your life. And so it all comes down to there's something you don't want to feel. And there's something that you think you are that you are not. Like, whatever the shame issue would be, what do you think you are? What are you criticizing about yourself? What is this shame? You're ashamed of something, and you're hoping that people don't see something about you. And here's what I want to say. It's like having a toxin in your body and just trying to ignore it. Okay, let's say you're successful. The longer you ignore that toxin in your body, the more damage it does to your body. So, yeah, you might be really good at ignoring the toxin. You might have all kinds of methods to not feel that energy, to not feel the damage that is happening in your body. But eventually, you're going to have something dramatic, or maybe not that dramatic, happen that changes your life in a very negative way. And when it comes to the emotions that we deny, here's what happens: the universe keeps sending us opportunities to clear that emotion. And those opportunities come in the form of little dramas. They come in the form of little rejections. They come in the form of patterns of negative events. And those negative events could be like being rejected, being judged, being excluded. All of these things will happen over and over because the universe is very therapeutic. Whatever lesson you need to learn, somehow you're going to magnetize that lesson. And it won't feel like you're magnetizing a lesson. It'll feel like you have bad luck. It'll feel like nobody likes you. It'll feel like everybody rejects you. But always remember this: when you have a pattern of behavior by other people, like everybody rejects me, everybody makes fun of me, everybody ignores me, whatever it is. Everybody says they love me, and then 2 months into the relationship, they disappear and I never see them again. If you have a pattern like that in your life, you are the common denominator. Those people didn't all get together and have a meeting and decide to mess with you 10 years ago. And like, hey, you go first, and then after you reject them, I'll come in and do the same, and then we'll do a tag team here. No, you are the common denominator. And what is the thing in you that's creating the pattern? It's your unresolved emotional issues and patterns. It's your shadow side. It's the part of you that you reject, and the universe won't let you keep rejecting it. So it keeps giving you opportunities to overcome the issue. But those opportunities, to most of us, feel like punishment. Feels like the universe is against us. It's actually the complete opposite. The universe has your back. The universe wants to help you. So, the main thing that you need to do, number one, is decide to not go into emotional avoidance. Don't avoid any emotion that you ever have. Listen to that. Do not avoid any emotion you ever have. So, number two, feel your emotions on purpose and feel them at the granular level of the texture, the temperature, the everything. If you take an emotion like shame, where do you feel that emotion? Where do you feel it in your body? It might be a cold, clammy feeling all over your skin. It might be your throat tightens and your heart races. It might be anything. It might be that you get an upset stomach, or you get constipation or something, right? It could be anything. But what you need to do is you need to feel what that feeling feels like as a physical sensation. So, number one, we're not avoiding any emotion. We're feeling them on purpose, and then we're bringing them into the physical sensation realm. And when you sit with the physical sensation, like if you say, "Oh, this fear, it feels like it's choking me." Okay, then feel choked. The fear is probably not going to choke you to death. It's probably not going to knock you out. It's probably a very subtle sensation. But when you take the physical sensation and the emotion together, it might feel overwhelming. But if you focus just on the physical sensation and kind of drop into it and experience it, as soon as you start doing that, it will start releasing. So every emotion that comes up, feel it. And every emotion that you feel it as a physical sensation. And then just sit with it and allow it to be there. And you will find that if you keep doing that over and over and over, and yeah, it might take many times with certain emotions, you will find that everything kind of evens out. Everything kind of settles down. And these emotions won't be kind of lurking around the corner, ready to jump on you. because you're not avoiding them anymore. The universe isn't going to create these lessons in the same way. And the more that you allow the emotions to be felt and allow them to be felt as physical sensations, the more that everything will take its rightful place in your system. You'll start moving through these patterns that have been messing with you probably since childhood, definitely since adolescence. And as you move through these patterns, you will come into a place of self love because feeling your emotions on purpose and allowing them to be there is one of the most amazing acts of self love you could ever give yourself. Try it and don't be afraid of your own feelings. And let me know what happens. I'd really like to know in the comments what happens when you try doing this. Thanks so much.